Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So we are done with our CSIR NET exam, and most probably when you are watching this video in 1 or 2 days, all the Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry region students will also be done with the CSIR NET exam. So the next exam which we have to focus on, or the next target, is the GATE exam, right? So GATE 2021 is our next target. Now this time the GATE 2021 is going to be a little different from the usual GATE exams. Okay, there are quite new things. If you are not aware about, let me tell you, let me remind you of them. The GATE exam paper pattern has been changed, new types of questions has been included, and the syllabus has been revised. If you are not aware about these things, I would highly recommend you to watch my video where I have discussed about all those things. So I'm not going to repeat those things over here. You all might already know about it, right? So we are going to discuss all these things in this particular video. We are going to talk about that, what you can do in the next 2 months basically, and what you are going to get from my channel on this particular channel in the next 2 months, which is going to help you to prepare in a better, and I would say in the best way, for your upcoming GATE exam. Okay, before starting this video, let me tell you about my classes which are running on Unacademy Plus. Unacademy Plus is a platform where I teach live for CSIR NET and GATE exam. So two new batches are going to start over there for GATE 2021 and for CSIR NET 2021. That is the next CSIR NET batch. So if you are interested for that, you can mail me down in the email ID provided in the description of this video. You can get all the informations regarding that by contacting me on the email ID provided in the description of this video. Now, having said that, let's continue with our video. Alright, so we'll start from this point. Okay, I have written down few more points, but this point is very important to know, that if you are preparing for GATE exam, how is this preparation, or how is it going to be different from CSIR NET exam? See, the exam of GATE is very much different from your CSIR NET exam. In the CSIR NET exam, you have lot of options, you have lot of advantage, that you don't have to solve each and every question given in the question paper. You have some options over there, right? You have a lot of options over there, but in GATE exam you don't have that. You have to do the number of questions which are given to you, you have to do them. The second thing is, in the CSIR NET exam, it is usually people just go with the two topics, like organic, inorganic, or physical, inorganic, any two combination of any two subtopics, and they just go with that and they are good to go. They are able to do all the questions which are asked in the exam, like all the maximum number of questions which are asked in the exam, they are able to do that. But in GATE, that is not going to work. Okay, you have to be good with all the three: organic, inorganic, and physical, all of them. Now, the first thing which you should start doing right now is to understand that whatever you have prepared for NET, that you have already done. Okay, you don't have to start those things once again. So if you have prepared inorganic and physical chemistry already for the CSIR NET exam, so right now you don't have to start from inorganic or physical. Okay, you have to start from that topic which you have not done yet. Okay, so there my first point comes, that from where to start. You have to start from that particular portion which you have not touched up till yet. If let's say you were doing organic and inorganic for your for the CSIR NET exam yet, so now you have to start from the physical chemistry. Okay, so you have to be very selective, that from where you have to start your preparation. Now, the difficulty order which generally we have seen in the GATE exam goes like this: the organic portion. Okay, if I just compare it with CSIR NET exam, so the organic chemistry portion is least difficult, then your inorganic portion. Okay, then your inorganic portion, and the most difficult, or you would say most challenging part which is asked, is generally from your physical chemistry. Okay, so you have to make sure like this thing, that if you are doing organic and inorganic up till yet, you have not paid much attention to physical chemistry. So for GATE you have to do that. Okay, you cannot simply neglect physical chemistry portion, because all your numerical answer type questions and most of the questions which will be there from physical chemistry will not be a very easy or very typical type. You have to apply a lot of knowledge, you have to apply a lot of concepts in order to solve those questions. Okay, but there is an advantage for those students who are taking physical and inorganic chemistry up till yet for their CSI NET preparation. They have advantage that they just have to take some portions of organic chemistry. They just have to understand the basic like reagents and basic reaction mechanism, and they are good to go to approach the GATE exam. Okay, so the difficulty in the CSI NET exam is generally not fixed. Okay, you have a particular variation in the difficulty, but for the GATE exam it's quite general that we have this type of level of questions. So you have to start from that particular portion which you have not touched, and you have to cover that within 1 month. Okay, you have to cover that particular portion within 1 month. You cannot give much time for that because you have to do a lot of revision, you have to do a lot of practice. So for those who are doing inorganic and physical yet, you have to give a little bit more time to the organic chemistry. Now you have to prepare topics from the organic chemistry also, and for those who are doing organic and inorganic, you have to give time to the physical chemistry now. Okay, now how you have to utilize these 2 months? So I would say among these 2 months, you can start with the new topics. You can start with those topics which you have not studied yet for the CSI NET exam, and they are there in the syllabus of GATE. You should start studying those for the first like 45 days, I would say. And it's not just like you should just read those topics or just study those topics without practicing questions. Okay, so with that you have to practice as well. So you have to practice questions along with solving, like along with the concepts. Okay, you have to understand new concepts plus practice. So you have to do this thing for 45 days. So new concepts, okay, new concepts plus practice you have to do for the 45 days, for the first 45 days. The last 15 days or the last 20 days, you have to just focus that on, like you have to just devote that on practicing. From where to practice? So previous years of GATE papers are well enough for practicing questions. You will get questions from year 2000 to 2000 and 2020. So around 20 question papers you have to practice. So you can start your practice from here itself. Now how to prepare effectively? That's what I just told you, that new concepts plus practicing you have to do. Okay, you have to give a little bit of time for practicing, and you have to divide your study hours such a way that you have to study also new concepts and you have to practice also. Both the things parallelly you have to do. Don't like start your preparation like you are just studying the topic, you are not practicing, or you are just practicing, you are not taking up the new topics. This is just going to waste some of the crucial time, and at the end you will just think that I should have given more time for the other part as well. So yeah, this is what it is. Okay, so do these things parallelly for the 45 days. It's very important. Now new topics I'm talking about those topics which are recently included in the like updated syllabus. Okay, so I'm talking about the updated syllabus of GATE exam. So if you have seen the syllabus of the GATE exam, I'll give the link to download that in the description of this video. So you can download that and see there are some new topics which have been added. Actually they are not new, they are just now mentioned in the syllabus separately. So you have to prepare them. Now from where you have to prepare, so that particular part I will help you in that. So in the next few days you are going to get videos on these new topics on my particular channel. So on this channel itself, if you have not subscribed it yet, do subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading these videos for the new topics which have been included in the GATE syllabus. I'll start from the physical chemistry topics, then I'll go for the inorganic topics, and then for the organic chemistry topics. Okay, so like that I will upload videos on the new topics, and the videos will be like 2 videos around per week for the new topics. Okay, I'm just talking about the new topics. Now let's talk about this is MSQs, and this is something which is very new. This is recently included in the exam pattern, and that's from where the exam pattern is going to be changed. So MSQ type questions are going to be added in the GATE exam. Like till now we were having MCQs and we were having NATs. What are MCQs? Multiple choice questions where a particular question was given and 4 options were given. Among those 4, any one of them was the correct option. NATs were numerical answer type questions where a question was given, a blank was given for which you have to solve, and you have to answer in the numerical digit form from your calculator, from the virtual calculator provided to you. But now MSQs have been added. What does that mean? It means that for a given particular question there will be 4 options, but among those 4 options it can be any 1 correct, 2 correct, it can be 3 correct, or even 4, or like out of 4 all the 4 are correct. Okay, so you have to select all the, like this is how the MSQs are going to work. Now what is the marking scheme of MSQs? For that I will make a separate video that how to tackle MSQs, but I'll just introduce you guys with it. Let's say there is a particular question and there are 4 options for that, A, B, C and D. and the correct options are A and B, you have just selected option A, you will not get any marks for that question. Okay, if although you have selected a correct option for that, but yet you will not get any marks for that. Let's say you have selected option B, then also you are not going to get any marks for that. Okay, so MSQs will not have any negative marking. That is also one thing, that you won't have any negative marking for MSQs, but you will not get any marks for the partial correction of the answer. You will only get marks if you have selected option A and B both as the correct. Now some people might be thinking that apart from A and B, let's say you have selected A, B and C all three, but the correct options were A and B only. So will you get marks? No, you won't get that. Okay, in that case also you will not get any marks. Neither the marks will be deducted because there is no negative marking for MSQs. Okay, so how to tackle them or how to solve or how to practice them, that I will make a particular video on, and that is going to be very interesting to see. Okay, those who have given JAM exam, they might be already aware about MSQs. JAM already used to conduct exam, and there, like in the JAM exam, we used to get these MSQs, right? Next part is your numericals. Now numericals are the most important part, I would say, from your GATE exam. The reason is that in the numericals they are generally asked in your NATs type, and in the NATs they don't have any negative marking for that. If you solve the numerical properly, you get the answer correctly, in that particular case you get good marks out of that, and there is no negative marking, so there is no harm in approaching to numericals. Okay, you can at least try that. Okay, and you can at least answer those questions. If it is correct, you get the answer. If it is not, you will not get any negative marking. So yeah, numericals have that benefit. Same goes for MSQs also, but numericals are less trickier than MSQs, because in MSQs you don't know how many are correct one, right? But in numerical you can understand that yes, this is going to be my final answer. But numerical becomes little tricky when the unit conversion comes along with that. Okay, so if you have like the question is given and GATE generally asks like that only, you have to convert units and you have to solve questions based upon that. So numericals become little tricky with the unit conversion combined in them. So we'll try to see that how to tackle them. Now for this particular preparation for the GATE exam, these are few things which you have to keep in mind. So the strategy for approaching for the next 2 months is that for the first 45 days you have to like understand the new concepts, or you have to build up the new concepts. Along with that, the concept which you have missed till now, which you have not included in your preparation during your CSIR NET exam. So you have to include those like concepts, and you have to practice questions both parallelly. For the last 15 days I'll upload the strategy for that later on. I'll tell you what to do at that particular time, but for now you have to start like that only. Okay, so this is something very important. Now what you are going to get from this channel, okay, what I am going to do for the next few months on this particular channel. So let me tell you about that. Alright, so let's talk about that what I am going to provide you for the next few months. Okay, so I'm going to make some GATE oriented videos for the next few months, and I'm going to start some new series. The series will include like new topics, okay, newly added topics. So newly added topics, these will be included, and apart from that we'll start a numerical series. Okay, a series where we'll just take few numericals from the previous years and we'll practice them, that what kind of concepts are involved and how to approach these numericals. It's very important to understand solving numericals. Okay, so numerical solving approach is going to be a new series which we are going to start. Also we are going to take questions based upon unit conversion. Okay, so unit conversion and the tricky questions related to the unit conversion. So these three things I have thought of, that I am going to include these types of videos on the channel, and you are going to get these videos for the next 2 months. And if you have any more suggestion or regarding that I should add those things also in the video, so do let me know in the comments. I would be very happy to hear that from you, and I will try to, if that will be effective, if I think that that is possible for me to make, and if that I feel that will be effective for the channel, so I'll definitely like make those videos as well. So these are the three like types of videos which I have thought of till now to provide you guys for the next few months. So yeah, that's all it is all about. I hope by far now you understood that how you have to start your preparation, what are the things which you have to focus on, and you might have got some clear idea that what you have to do for the next few months. So whatever has happened in the CSIR NET exam, whether the exam was good or it was not, whether you have done, whether you are satisfied with your preparation or not, whatever has happened with the CSIR NET exam, Now you have to leave that behind and you have to approach in a constructive way for the gate exam. Okay, it's very important. You don't have much time for that. Okay, so don't waste your time now. If you have taken quite a few of rest from the last exam, if you have taken or if you have utilized the few days in resting or in taking some rest, then it's totally fine. Now just buck up and just start preparing for the gate exam. All right, so that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. You guys understood whatever I have explained in this video, and you guys like the content. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. If you want to join us on other social media platforms like Facebook or Instagram, the channel name is same over there, all about chemistry. You can search it out using the handle @chemoholic. So with that, you will find out our channel, so you can just follow us on Instagram and on the Facebook. So that's all from my side, guys. That's all for this particular video. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.